What is going on YouTube? MX17 here, and today I'm coming at you with my infamous Thunder deck profile. It has been a wonderful deck, and with this format, it's still competitive. This deck still really packs a punch, and of course, it's also a budget deck, so why not make it and test it out? I took it to my locals. I went 3-0-1. I'll talk about my matchups later. In this profile, we'll discuss the main deck, the extra, and as well as the side deck today. So yeah, let's go and get into the main deck, guys. With the monsters, we play 16 monsters, 8 spells, and 16 traps as well. So yeah. With the starting monsters, we play the triple seahorses, of course, because seahorse is nice. Gets your searches off, and he's basically a +1 all the time. So yeah. With that, we play the 3 mahunders and the 3 pahunders. They're your main go-to guys. They're the OTK players, and as well as your synchros and XYZ plays. So yeah, and I do have to add one more thing. With this deck, I am playing the XYZ variant, so no synchros at all, just to let you guys know that. With the next monsters, we play 2 sishunders because she's really good. She creates synergy revolving around recycling your thunders from the graveyard for you, so it works really well with sishunder and thunder seahorses, just to keep the engine going for your search offs. That is it for my thunders. On to other supports, we play the traptrix engine here. So we play 1 dionea and 2 myrmeleos because they do really well, searches out really well for you, and plus your thunders summon other thunders for you with their effects, so you can basically have an additional summon for these. So it works really well. And then the last monsters to round up, we play 2 cardcar Ds in here because the +1 is just so good in here. That is it for the monsters. Let's go ahead into the spells. With the spells, we play the 4 pots, 3 duality, and 1 dichotomy. You play different types in here, 4 in the main deck, and quite a few others in the extra. So why not play this to get your draw on? And for the duality, because you normal summon most of the time and you do your seahorse searches, an extra search in the deck won't hurt at all. So yeah. And then we play 1 soul charge because soul charge is good in any deck right now. So yeah. And then 3 MSCs to end the spell lineup. I don't play any recycling batteries at the moment. It's not really needed in the deck. It is a good card to play, of course. It's like an instant +1 as well, but it's just my preference on not playing it. The deck still runs really well without it, so yeah. And on to the traps. For the holes, we play 3. Bottomless, time, space, and traptrix hole. Really good, searches out really easy for you, and if you draw it, it doesn't hurt at all, so yeah. For the onesies, we play 1 call of the haunted, because anything you special summon with this is never dead. It's always live. It'll always have an effect to run through later on, so yeah. 1 solemn, 1 compulse, 1 wind blast, and 1 mirror force. Just a good stable setup for you. And then we play 2 deep prisons, 2 fiendish chains, and then for the last 2 top rated trap cards, we play 2 vanity's emptiness because you normal summon them most of the time until you're pushing for game, and this stops your opponent from doing a lot of stuff. And as well as 2 trap stuns to stop your opponent, stunning your opponent. It works really well for your OTK access. So yeah, you gotta stop your opponent, you gotta paralyze them somehow, you gotta thunder shock them, you gotta stun them. So yeah. And that is it for the main deck, guys. Let's go ahead into the extra. With this, it's the XYZ variant. You can change it to wherever you want. It's just a basic setup of what I'm playing right now. So yeah, with the monsters, we play 1 Del Toros. The access to 3 for level 4 is really easy in here. Plus, he pops a card and he prevents your monsters from being destroyed when normal or special. So it's really nice in here. And then we play 1 Omega and 1 Star Leech for the standard light level 4 decks. Works really well, so yeah. And then 1 Daigusto Emerald for the recycle engine. It's really nice in here, so yep. 1 101, 1 Evil Swarm, Exoton Knight, 1 Black Ship, 1 Abyss Dweller, and lastly 1 Ragnar Zero, because Ragnar Zero is good in here in any deck. With this format, you're playing against Burning Abyss, Fire Fist, Boojins could possibly gain attack. A lot of stuff revolves around attack, and so Ragnar Zero could handle that really nice. So yeah. And then with the doubles, we are playing double Diamond Dire, double Gagaga, and as well as double Castells. My preference on this, I really like it a lot actually. Explaining, the Castells are just nice to get rid of stuff. You can actually bump them down to 1. If that is the answer, then I will probably put 1 Berserk or another generic rank 4 that you can play. So yeah, but the 2 Gagaga boys and the 2 Diamond Dires I'll definitely keep in the deck because of just how I'm playing it. The Cowboys give me access to the OTK plays because with the monsters I'm playing, I can't OTK unless I go into the 2 Cowboys because I don't have a 3k beater or anything like that on board. With any monsters from the main deck, all attacking, 5 monsters, I will probably inflict only the most is 7,000. So I need that 16 beat stick with the 2 Cowboys to win games. So yeah. And then the 2 Diamond Dires, I explained it in the +1 variant of Fire Fist deck that I made earlier. 2 Diamond Dires are wonderful because with the Myrmeleo format in the deck, you play, if you have 2 Myrmeleos basically, you can go into the Diamond Dire, pop a card, and if you have Soul Charge, you can Soul Charge all 3 of those monsters back, and then the 2 Myrmeleos will pop 2 more cards for you, and then you go into another Diamond Dire to pop the other Diamond Dire that you just special summon with Soul Charge to pop another card. So you can really do quite a few combos with this, up to about 4 cards you can pop, even more if you have a different combo list. So it works out really well in here. Even though you can't attack that turn, you got rid of a lot of resources that your opponent may be needing. So yeah, that's why I play so many doubles in here. And yep, that's it for the extras. Let's go ahead into the side deck. 15 with monsters, we play 4. Starting with that, we play 2 Consecrated Lights and 2 Flying Seas. You just want to stop your opponent from doing a lot of stuff, and especially with a lot of cards, a lot of decks playing Dark right now, so Consecrated Light works really well. Black Wings, Evil Swarms, Burning Abyss, Shadows, so yeah, why not? And then for the spells, we play 1 Dimensional Fissure because it doesn't hurt you. A lot of decks revolve in the graveyard right now, so Dimensional Fissure is an answer that works really well. And then we'll play 2 Chalice because Chalice negates effects. The gaining attack is not a bad thing. You can always maneuver around that as well. Plus, Chalice and Ragnar Zero is a +1, so it works really well. So yeah, an example is if they have an Honor Arc on the field, you can Chalice it, and then you can go Ragnar Zero, pop the Honor Arc, and draw for a card. So it's really nice. And then for the traps, I don't know how much I'm playing, probably 8. So yeah, or yeah, somewhere around there. Let's go ahead. We play 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors because it's nice. You're playing light, so yeah. 1 Soul Drain and 1 Macrocosmo. These basically I prefer on playing siding these because a lot of decks revolve in the graveyard, like I said from earlier, and I just want to have my best options for stopping that in general, because if I decided the 2 Shadow Imprisonings against Burning Abyss, it's not going to stop them. It's 2 out of 40 cards that I have to draw through, so I need something else to stop my opponent. So yeah, 5 cards, the options out of 40 cards is a lot. It thins out your chances a lot more, so yeah, or it widens your chances up a lot more, so yeah. And then we play 1 Imperial Iron Wall in case we do play against a banished deck, so it's nice for the backup. And then the 1 Extra Wire Tap in case I do happen to need it as well. And then lastly, the Double Mind Crush because everything searches now. Girgias, Boojins, Fire Fist, Glads, Burning Abyss, Shadows, so even Thunders themselves. So it works out really well for any deck right now. E-Dragon still search, so yeah. But yeah, that is it for the deck profile, guys. We'll go ahead and jump into the my matchups. Like I said, I went 3-0-1, which isn't bad. I had no losses. I tied. I won 3. First matchup was Lightsworn. I won against Lightsworn. Second matchup, I went against Burning Abyss, and we tied. I won first match, and I lost second match, and then we ran out of time. Third matchups, I went against Constellars. I won 2-0, and Madolches was the last round, and I went 2-0 against Madolches. So yeah, Thunders is still a really good deck, guys. Make sure to watch out for them, as well as try them if you never played them. Like I said, make the deck. It's really cheap as well, so don't worry about that. It's just a side and the extra that might be a little bit cost. But that is it for the deck profile, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys do have any comments, suggestions, or any ideas for the deck, or any ideas or suggestions for another deck profile, a deck that you want me to profile, feel free to say ahead. And remember to like, comment, rate, and subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching. This is MX17 out.